Good afternoon and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. Thank you so much to everyone who put up such nice comments while Patrick and I were away for a couple of days. I hope you enjoyed the two videos that I managed to put up. I just loved going to the beach because obviously I'm Perthshire, I'm in the middle of Scotland, so the beach is a big change for me. What didn't change, however, was the news. The news is still the same. What can I say? And this is me obviously back home now. And the news when I've had it on just now is again that's more retailers putting restrictions on peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes. There's also the news of the energy price cap, that although it's not increasing, it's actually decreasing, it's still higher than the energy price guarantee from the government, so our bills will be going higher come April. So, all in all, it's not looking like things are going to get much easier for people in the UK. Um, between the food shortages, I mean, so much so that the food minister has called the heads in of the supermarkets to say, what can you do to guarantee food supply? Mm-hmm. Well, considering there's so many farmers that they've priced out of existence by having such rubbish profits, I don't think supermarkets can actually guarantee food supply. They'd maybe be better speaking to the farmers and making sure that it's worth their while to produce the food. That might be a wee idea, don't you think? Maybe. There's no point in standing saying to some guy in a suit that's sitting in an office going, "Where's my peppers?" Maybe go see the farmer and ask him why it's not worth his while growing the peppers or the cucumbers, etc., etc. As someone put in the comments, we have relied upon imported food so much and we've relied on cheap food so much that it's the costs do not reflect, or the prices that we pay for the food do not reflect the costs of growing the food here in the UK. So yeah, that's one of my things. So yeah, it just doesn't look like it's going to get much easier for anyone anytime soon. And I also noticed when I was away, there's very little mainstream media coverage of any strikes. Wonder why that is. Because they're still going ahead, because people are still trying to get a decent day's pay for a decent day's work, to be able to pay their bills, get food, etc. It's not that people have magically got wonderful pay rises and there's no strikes. There is still strikes. There's still quite a few strikes. But they seem to have gone on the back burner in the mainstream media. So, yeah, that just makes me a bit sus. I think there's a cunning plan going on there somewhere. So, yeah, I just thought I would come and say, I'm back home and thank you so much. And as you'll have seen on Saturday, we managed to donate to Dumfries Food Bank. So that was good because that means that it's not just getting donated in my area. We're managing as a channel to donate in different areas of Scotland as well, which is good. I like that thought. So yeah, that was quite exciting. So and quite easy because basically on the notice it said meat and fish. So that's what we got. So we've done that for this month. And next on my list, you may have seen this before. It was very nicely gifted to me. Guess what I was reading on Hollybags? So I will be reading, because this gives me all sorts of things like what kind of soil, what to plant next to what to things. I have got a lot to learn. So this is my reading for this afternoon. And also just to let you see, remember just before I went on holiday, I did the spring onions. So that is how much they've grown, obviously, that was bad grammar, in the 3 days that I've been away. So hopefully we'll be able to plant them out soon. I'm quite excited about that. And I'll get my planters done and such things. So that is the cunning plan, because if the way food's going, as I say, your peppers, your tomatoes and your cucumbers are already restricted. Now, the article I read in the Times on Saturday, the farmers that they spoke to, one of them said that British grown leeks will be done by April. They won't have any more, just because of the amount that people have planted. And as I said, the farmer they spoke to, who normally does, what is it, potatoes, carrots, parsnips and onions, and he's cut down his planting area by a quarter because of the costs of irrigating, because he's short of water, and the costs that it cost him to pump water last year were like 4 times what it cost him the year before. So he's cut down an awful lot of what he's planted. And if that's one farmer, how many others are doing that? You know, we don't have a full figure at the moment, but that's, you know, if every farmer's done that, that's a quarter of the food supply from the UK gone down. And as you can tell with the shortages we've got just now, if we're relying on imports, it means we're relying on a lot of external factors as well. So yes, growing things. Growing things is going to be my next plan. So I have my book there. I've got sort of a little thing of compost outside. And perchance, while I was on holiday, I got a cake. But look, so I'm going to wash this out, and that's going to be like a baby greenhouse. So I can start seeds off in that, because we're still expecting frost in March. So I'm just going to do everything inside just now. And then once that possible beast from the east that they're saying might happen in March, once we're past that, then I can do outside things. So yeah, there you go. So thank you so much again for all your comments, so many nice things that you said when we were away. It was lovely to see. I really, really do appreciate it. And Patrick was stoked at the amount of people who commented on him as well. He was pleasantly surprised, shall we say. So I hope you have a good day. I am going now to drink my cup of tea, which will be a perfect temperature. And I will catch up with you this evening when I show you what I've been up to. Catch you later.